Hey Leo, happy January and happy New Year. I know I'm a little late to the party. If you follow me on social, you might have seen that I had a little injury that kind of set me back, but I'm here, I'm back, I'm all good, I'm excited. So this month, in honor of the new year, we're going to do something a little different. I am going to do 2 readings as usual, but this time, sorry, card just flew out. I haven't seen it. It landed like face down, but I'm going to pick this up for you because clearly Spirit wants to show you your first card. Oh, fuck yes! Oh my god, I love this, Leo, the Magician. So this is your first card going down. All right. So as I was saying, before I got super excited, so excited, like I'm losing my leotard, we're going to do a second spread that is really like a broad overview of 2018 as a whole. Looking at the effects of the past, how you're coming in, and the likely future, the trajectory, the path, and most exciting to me, a card for what you can do to make the most of this year. Like the most positive step that Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising can take to take advantage of the year to make the most of it. So we're going to start off by zooming in though on January. So Spirit, what does our Leo Magician need to know in January 2018? What do they need to know this month for their highest good? Influences, wow, geez, flying cards everywhere. Influences, characters, energies. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. And of course, Leo, these are general readings, so some of these messages are going to resonate more than others. And some may not resonate at all, and I want you to trust your own intuition. Card that flew out right as I was saying that. I want you to trust your own intuition and really follow the thread through the reading. Wow. Yeah, Spirit's coming in hard. They already want to talk for you. Almost there. A couple more, Spirit, please. For Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. What do they need to know? What's coming in January? Wow, lot coming in January. That last card for literally lots and lots of things flying at you. Lots of opportunities, lots of invitations, which is going to be something that you want. You're clearing out some stuff, Leo, making room. And all in good time. It does feel like for some of you, it's a little bit like, this is what Spirit is saying, okay? This is a little intense. This is an intense way to kick off your reading, Leo. It feels a little bit like spiritual surgery. Feels a little bit like you've got this wound, this hole, right? And only the truth and the light can kind of come through and repair this. Spiritual surgery. Got to come in and cut out that which is keeping you from growing. That's what Spirit is saying, is like this. I feel like you're putting an end to a situation that really needs to go away. That's like the simplest way to say it, is just like you knew that this was unhealthy, and for some of you it may be removed forcibly, like it's taken from you, and that hurts too, and that could feel like spiritual surgery, that somebody just like reached in and scooped it on out and said like, no, I don't want to be with you anymore, or I don't want to talk to you ever again, or I don't agree with this fundamental aspect of what you do in your life, and it makes us completely at odds. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you're disappointed. However, when you create a void in your life, Leo, nature abhors a vacuum, and you have been wanting something new. That's what Spirit is saying. You've been wanting something new, and new is what you shall have. They just gave me the word upgrade. Jeez, I hadn't even like looked at all of your cards. Hello, upgrade. Hello, parlaying that first coin, that Ace of Pentacles, into a whole kingdom, Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't matter how you identify gender-wise. Queens and kings have nothing to do with gender in the tarot. It's all about the sort of character. And, you know, this is a month to nurture yourself, Leo. And, you know, I don't think I need to belabor the point because you're a Leo after all. So, you know, you're confident, and it usually is all about you. But this month it really needs to be all about you. I'm feeling like this is what they're saying, okay? And I'm always hesitant to speak in such kind of hammer black and white terms, but this is what Spirit is saying. They're saying don't look back. Okay? Don't look back. It's time to look forward. Let me show you why. And I swear, sorry, Leo, I just got it like into like Spirit just straight talking, so I started talking, but I'm going to pan you down in just a second and show you your cards. But first, I just want to pick up this guy and show you. This is why they're saying don't focus on the past. You're looking at overturned cups. Like the milk has already spilled. Okay? And I don't mean that with judgment. I don't mean like get over it, the milk has spilled, Leo, gosh. I mean literally the milk has spilled. Like it's already done. It has already happened. The tragedy or the sadness, the sorrow, the disappointment has already occurred. But now you have something to look forward to. When you're ready to turn and look, somebody is pouring you a whole new cup. And, I mean, looks pretty full to me. It may not look like this portrait back here, these idealized 4 cups doing the impossible fountaining of the water, but it's going to be yours. Just yours. It's not that Spirit isn't, you know, seeing like community and relationships and friendships for you. It's more like, hey, new year, new me. Like, you've got some serious stuff to... Hi there, man. That's my senior kitty. He's like about to be 15 years old. Love you, buddy. Coming in for the Leo reading, like bringing that cat energy. Okay, you know what, Leo? I'm so sorry. I have like had you up here forever. Let's look at your cards together, shall we? You can get the big picture here. Okay, a lot of color, which I like to see. You're a colorful person, Leo. All right, so you can see the disappointment here, even heartbreak for some of you. It does feel like a separation, but like Spirit said, don't look back. You're leaving the cave, fool. And I mean fool in the best sense, in the sense of this card, which is the holy fool. You know, you got the 0 and the 1 of the tarot bordering this first quartet of cards. There's a lot of power in this newness, Leo, in a clean slate, in having cut something out of your life that wasn't good for you. Don't look back, look forward, because forward is going to be so much better. And here's what they're telling me about this, okay? Here's the thing about the Fool. The Fool is like the child, the optimist, the open-hearted one. The Fool has fun with life. No matter what life is throwing, the Fool takes it as like an experience. And this is what they're saying, okay? The Fool is the difference between getting on a roller coaster and like shutting your eyes and clamping your hands down like white-knuckled on the bar and like shrieking that you want it to be over from the minute you start to the time that it ends. Life is that roller coaster. There's ups, there's downs, there's loop-de-loops. Sometimes it's exhilarating, sometimes it's nauseating, sometimes it is downright terrifying and you think that you're about to die. The Fool, when he gets on that roller coaster, in life and at the amusement park, he throws his arms in the air and goes into it eyes wide open, and he does shriek on the ups and the downs, but he accepts them for exactly what they are. He's not wishing it was down when it's going up, and vice versa. He's like, oh my god, we're going down, whee! Like, oh my god, we're going up again, whee! Like, I'm not saying that you have to fake some joy for the lows, okay? But I am saying appreciate the lows, because, you know, when we're at a low, it's kind of like nowhere to go but up, okay? You might feel a little low, some of you, this month. And of course, these are general readings, Leo. So, you know, it may not be a heartbreak for everybody. It may be a disappointment or a feeling of stagnation and just this realization that, like, I need something new in my life. I need some new waters. I need some new opportunities. I need some new invitations and associations. They're all on the table for you, Leo. Be the magician this month. And you know what? The magician couldn't be who he is without being the fool first. Like, look at this card. This is the same guy. He's just leveled up. You know, blonde, fit, tall, same person. The fool had to learn some things and then was like, wow. Like, look at everything I have at my fingertips. All the 4 elements of the tarot. I can talk. All the resources and skills that you need, you already possess, Leo. That is not to say that there's not room to learn, because there always is. But you're ready. You're in a perfect place to go on. To bring new balance into your life. New pleasure. Sensual pleasure, eating good things, making good money, sharing generously with the people that you love. That is something that you adore doing. Spirit is saying you're going to feel more like yourself in January than you have in a while. It may be by the end of January into early February for some of you, because this is a process. You know, you're a fixed sign. You like holding on to things, and when things don't go your way, you can take a while before you realize, like, okay, I gotta go. It's time. But you're building a magnificent new foundation. And Spirit wants you to trust yourself. Trust yourself. You're an intuitive soul, Leo. And this month, your intuition will be speaking loudly. And when I say loudly, the High Priestess isn't a loud character. What I mean is, it's going to be speaking clearly. You're going to be getting messages like from friends, from billboards, from songs. You're going to be getting messages, so they're encouraging you to sit back and receive and to play it cool. You know, like, as much as, like, there's activity, what I mean is relax. If you're worried about something like, how is this going to turn out, or am I right, am I wrong? The High Priestess tells you that the information is coming. It's on its way. That's why she's in such a chill, kind of relaxed position of like, okay, I'm good. I'll be here. I'm just reflecting, and when the pieces of the puzzle are ready to be arranged, they will assemble themselves before me. I will see what it is that, you know, Spirit and God and the universe, however you want to describe the big good, I'll see what it's trying to show me. It's all coming together, Leo. Ooh, Spirit just said some of it's coming apart so that it can all come together. Okay, so for those of you that are mourning a loss, I want you to know that new things are coming in for you. Aces, opportunities, invitations, new associations. They keep saying that, invitations and associations. So some of you are going to be networking. Some of you are going to be dating. Some of you are going to be celebrating a big milestone when it comes to your money, your work, your business. I feel like, you know, this is just one of those mysteries of the universe. When one thing is removed, another thing comes in. Nature pours a vacuum, like they were talking about. And especially, Leo, when we make the active, courageous choice to perform that spiritual surgery on ourselves and be like, look, I'm going to get real. This relationship is not healthy and I need to go. Or this situation is not, or whatever. Like, I need to draw this boundary, or I need to say no, or I need to cut this out of my life. And we do the courageous thing, and we make magic. We manifest the life that we want by taking action. Even when it fucking sucks. Even when it hurts. Even when we want to keep sipping out of these cups, but they're just not good for us. When we make that courageous decision, universe, God, big good, whatever you want to call it, sends in, like, boom, here you go. You cut off this one leaky channel, like you broke down this dam, and here come the blessings flowing into your life. Feels like they're financial for a lot of you. Like, okay, I know that sounds weird, but that's also how it seems to work. It's rarely for me when I've been reading people for well over 20 years, and it rarely has occurred that somebody, like, gets rid of a bad boyfriend and gets a really awesome boyfriend within, the month or whatever. But it's very common to get rid of the bad boyfriend and then you get this amazing new job or opportunity or invitation to do something cool. I see it all the time. Trust. Trust that if something is being removed, or you especially, if you have removed something, expect to be rewarded for your courage. Okay, Leo? New money, new opportunity, new outlook. You're the magician. New foundation, building something new, Leo. Okay, I want to look at 2018 now, because these are pretty exciting, intense cards. And I'm going to shuffle exceptionally well and make sure that these guys are not joined up together, Leo. Just so that, I say if, but I really mean when, stalker cards from your previous reading come into your reading, you'll know that it's because Spirit is like, hey, please talk about this. Like, this is really important. Okay, so Leo, 2018, what do they need to know? Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Whoop. What do they need to know, Spirit, for 2018, for their highest good? The themes, the effects of the past, the state of the present, the outlook at the future. What do they need to know? For their highest good, always and only for their highest good. What do they need to do, Spirit? What step do they need to take to make the most of 2018, to make it the best year possible? What is the key to all this? What is coming from the outside? What influences and energies and people? Whoa, okay, I think you got a bonus card, Leo. Spirit's got more to say. Woof, you got 2. All right, all right, all right. That was pretty intense, Leo. Let's see. 2018 for Leo. What do they need to know, Spirit? What do you want to say for Leos? Leo 2018. All year long, what's the forecast? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Nice. All right. I'm going to put this right here. Gorgeous. Gorgeous reading, and I can completely see why they wanted to give us a couple of extra cards. Okay, so first, the effects of the past. You've been through it, Leo, and you do feel a little burned, some of you. Bandaged, a little wounded, a little bit like you just kind of made it by the skin of your teeth, stumbled off the battlefield and made it home. But you know what? You won. And if you look like this, then imagine what the other guy looks like. Everything that you came up against over the last year, let's say, you've learned from, Leo. It wasn't easy. You do feel like, fuck, I'm tired. Like, that was a lot. It was a lot. A lot of burden, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. But I have to say, your present looks gorgeous. That promotion, that recognition, that receiving of an invitation or an opportunity, this is a big victory, Leo. This is a year where you're going to feel like you are suddenly on display in the greatest way. Like, I feel like some of you are getting a promotion. Spirit just said a transfer that is beneficial. Like, there is something where you just feel like, like I have arrived. That's what they just said. I have arrived. I mean, this is literally the guy riding in the victory parade and everybody like, yay, you just came back from war. Hello. Like, and look it, like, you are going to go through a little period where you feel like bandaged up and tired. But again, just like the Fool and the Magician, this is the same guy. You just need a little time to like heal your wounds and recuperate, and then you're going to be riding out in a parade like, yeah, that was me with your laurel wreath on, like victorious, overcoming. Now, Leo, it feels like this is kind of a banner year. You have this vision that you want to manifest. You have this leadership position that you want to ascend to. You have this vision for your life. And that doesn't come without a cost. And when I say a cost, I mean, like, this is, I'll just be straightforward, this is known as the nightmare card. But that's not a bad thing, actually. Because just like a nightmare, your fears and anxieties cannot touch you unless you allow them to touch your life. If you run your life by listening to your fear and your anxiety, you are going to feel like this, because that will seem like reality. And if you close yourself off from other people, and you close yourself off, even Spirit is saying from yourself, and try to repress and try to hide from your worries or your thoughts, or try to like mute them with substances or distractions, you're just going to amplify this anxiety, okay? You have a lot on your mind. You have a lot of plans for 2018, and I love that Spirit gave you these bonus cards because they were perfect exactly where they were. Spirit never ceases to amaze and delight me. Okay, so when it comes to your fears, to your anxieties, it's just like I was saying, so many of us, you know, the urge is to repress them, to suppress them, especially for you, Leo. Like, you're courageous and sunny, and like the last thing that you ever want to seem is wounded and distraught and destroyed even, you know, mentally. You tend to hide in your den if you feel like you're looking kind of vulnerable. But here's the thing. Your inner animal, right, this lion, your rage or your depression or your anxiety or your whatever uncontrollable, quote unquote, emotion that we're experiencing that we wish that we could just muzzle or cage or beat into submission, it's time to give it love. It's time to approach yourself, and especially those hard feelings, with compassion and forgiveness. Like, hey, I know you're not feeling that brave. You know what? Like, that's okay. It's understandable that you're afraid right now. We're going to get through this. It's like kind of reparenting yourself for a lot of you, and giving yourself the room. Like, I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to always be shiny and amazing, because that's, again, a thing for you, Leo, you know? You are the star of the show. No mistake that we got the lion right here in the strength card. You're a card. But you know what? To know and accept your flaws, your quote-unquote weaknesses, is to strengthen yourself. It's those people who pretend they don't have weaknesses, you know, I don't have a drinking problem, and then they, you know, drink and ruin their life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the person who acknowledges that they have a problem that has an opportunity to solve it and to grow and to get better. So you gotta love on yourself this year. This is an important lesson that you're learning over the course of 2018, is what your real strength is. A lot of you may be like even pursuing therapy or like getting, you know, healings or readings and going deep into who you are and really exploring and forgiving that. And that's taking you on a wonderful adventure. For some of you, it's bringing in a new love. And for those of you that are with somebody and you're happy, it's like a resurgence of love, okay? These are general readings, so I don't want to worry you. If you're like, I'm happy in my relationship, then this Two of Cups can be like, wow, it's like I'm falling in love with you all over again. But for those of you who are single, this is meeting somebody like who can bring real harmony and chemistry and love and excitement into your life. Not to mention, you've got wonderful friendships dominating like theme for this year. This is what's coming from the outside. This is like harmony and joy and seriously just letting loose and having a good time. So some of you may be broadening your social circle. You have this wonderful vision. You can make it happen. You can have this love. You can have this companionship. It's like I said, you have this big, big vision, and it does mean hard work. It does come at like a quote-unquote cost, just because, but you know what? Like, we got to put our money where our mouth is. Like, we got to put our energy and our effort toward what we want. So when it's worth it, who cares what the cost is? Right, Leo? Like, you're all about that. You can be a little bit extravagant. If you really want something, it's time to, like, and this is true now, but this is true, like I said, this is an overview of 2018, so this is a theme, okay, of 2018. Think about the way that you're doing things and think about if it's working for you or not. Rather than just plowing forward or continuing to do the same thing, because again, fixed sign, a little bit like, well, this is how I do it. This is how I like it. I want it like this. Be open. You know, again, it takes a fool to become a magician. So be open to new ways of doing things, new ways of seeing things. You may harvest something different than what you expect. look, this guy's trying to grow these pentacles and he's got one on the ground, but sure enough, there's also a couple of flowers that he has accidentally grown down there. So don't be surprised if your work and your efforts have some really beautiful, natural side effects that just brighten up the place. But take time. Step back and smell the roses, right? Just so, you know, he could accidentally stomp on it if he doesn't stop and notice what he's doing. So think about the way that you work, Leo, and be willing to make a change. I feel like it's also important for you to get out, to be seen, to date, to have fun with friends, or be with like the person that you love if you're with somebody. This is a grand adventure you're going on. And I actually want to look at you for this part, Leo. Hi. Okay, hi Leo. Just for this. So these are the cards sitting in the position of what does Leo need to do? What action does Leo need to take to make this the best year ever? And to not lose her leotard. Like, okay. Leo, be a leader. Chase your vision. Go, make it happen. The Queen of Swords is like the Queen of Words, the Queen of the mental realm, and she is a leader and a general. Strategize. See what your vision is. Like, you know, kind of like a think globally, act locally kind of thing. Like, think big, but act small. You want to take a rocket to the moon, we have to build the appropriate launching platform, right? So that's where you want to start. You don't want to be thinking what you're going to do when you get to the moon. You want to be thinking, okay, how do we build this platform? Then we move on to the rocket, and we're going to the fucking moon. You know what I'm saying? Like, super exciting. And you've got all the potential and the people around you to make it happen. This is a year where you really find the leader in you. Even more so than usual. Maybe a new level for some of you. And it becomes because you use and appreciate every aspect of yourself. Okay? Not just the stuff you think is shiny and pretty and sequined and you can wear in front of people. You're worthy, Leo. You are loved, you are worthy, just as you are, okay? Be kind to yourself. I am so excited for this year for you, Leo. Looks like a real banner year. I love that we pulled your card. You're the magician, you got strength, be a little foolish. Ah, thank you, Leo. I really appreciate you. And if you ever want to get a personal reading or even a year ahead reading, I have those in my shop. All that stuff is linked below, along with social media info, how to get these videos emailed straight to you, all that cool stuff. And I would love to hear from you if you have questions or if any of this is already resonating or happening for you, since I'm just a little bit late. Let me know in the comments or on social. I would love, love, love to hear from you. I hope you have a wonderful month and, of course, a wonderful new year, and I hope to see you in February. Bye, Leo.